Hey everybody, it's Mega Lego Luigi EX. Welcome back to more Shovel Knight Treasure Trove. In the last episode, we went through all the collectibles of Shovel of Hope, from music sheets to armors to relics. And here we are, about to start our newest adventure. Now, before we get into it, I have some semi-unfortunate news that I've had to of something that I've had to do for the sake of the rest of the playthrough, and it's that I had to delete my saves. Yeah, sorry about that. It's kind of a long story, but yeah, I had to remove progress because there's something that shows up that you can't get rid of unless you delete your progress. And I mean, I'm not blaming the developers or anything like that, but I wanted to show you guys how to get it normally. So because of that, I've had to delete my save data. So that's unfortunate, but hey, at least we have our whole one adventure taken care of. We're about to start a new one. And quick thing, it doesn't matter if you've never played Shovel of Hope before, you can automatically pick any of the other 3 campaigns from the start. So it's good that it doesn't limit you in that, so if you get a brand new copy of the game, you can immediately pick any of the 4 campaigns from the start. So we've finished the main storyline of Shovel Knight. Now, let's start this alternate quest starring Plague Knight. It's time to begin Shovel Knight, Plague of Shadows. We'll call this file Mega 2. Roman numerals, because I like to be cool. Already getting in the Plague Knight persona, huh? Long ago, the lands were untamed and roamed by legendary adventurers. But villainy ran rampant, and in time, even the most stalwart heroes fell. In the absence of champions, the Enchantress and her Order of No Quarter swept into power. Unbeknownst to everyone, the maniacal alchemist Plague Knight had plans of his own. He sought nothing less than to concoct a potion of ultimate power. Unlimited power, sorry. Yeah, same thing. A draft so fiendishly potent that nothing he desired would be out of his reach. Each knight unknowingly guards a crucial ingredient. Now, the collection must begin. Uh-oh, the boss is on his way. We've got to get back to the lab. Fast! I don't want to get experimented on. Just hold X to charge and bomb burst out of here. Come on, hurry up. Or B, technically. Here we begin as Plague Knight. So, Plague Knight controls very similarly to, as Shovel Knight, at least movement-wise. However, jump, yada yada. But his jump is very different. He doesn't have a single high jump. He has one small jump, but he has a second one that lets him get some additional airtime. I think it's roughly the same amount of height as Shovel Knight's normal jump. And instead of using a shovel, Plague Knight uses bombs. These bombs are basically your way of attacking, and you just repeat the controls, right? Yeah. And another thing that Plague Knight has is that if you hold the attack button and let go, you can shoot out a bomb burst, which sends you flying up into the air and gets you some extra height and distance. This is going to be very essential to a lot of platforming in this game. And as we can see right here, these strange green coins are called cipher coins, and they are very crucial to unlocking new items and stuff like that. They're an additional collectible for this campaign. I will say that music sheets are still a part of this, but for the most part they're really in the same location as in Shovel of Hope. There are only a few instances when they're in different places, but I'll be sure to go over those. So we've reached the first checkpoint, and these are like, whoops, yeah, do not mean to close out of the game right there. The cipher coins are similar to like the red coins in like Yoshi's Island, where you collect them throughout the level in specific places. And before I continue, here we have another new thing, health tonics. They are able to what? There we go. I'm like, which button do I use? So they're actually able to upgrade your health, and you can collect 5 at a time and use as many as you want actually in order to reach full health, which actually I'm pretty sure is 10 health like normal, or 20 since each health unit takes 2 hits. But yeah, so we currently have 9/18 full HP, even though normally we'd only have 4 units of health. And so, yeah, because we're not going to get a whole lot of health upgrades unlike in Shovel of Hope. So you're going to have to rely on health tonics a lot in order to get health up, in order to basically take more hits. So very helpful very important that you keep that in mind. And even though I just used all 5 of my health tonics right off the bat, don't worry, it's not like they're a one-time thing. As you can see here, we just got a new one. So they're lying around in random places throughout the levels that you can collect. And again, you can only carry 5 at a time. So do keep that in mind for when you run out of space in your inventory and all that. And I think we're coming up to the second checkpoint. Yeah, see, here's our first music sheet in the exact same place as in Shovel of Hope, which you would know if you watched the previous episode. Ooh, shameless plugs. Well, I mean, it was episode 18. Why are you watching episode 19 if you haven't watched the previous episode? Like, what the heck, man? Do you guys watch everything out of order? No, I'm kidding. It's fine if you didn't watch the previous episode, because it's mainly for completionists, or people who want to find what every single collectible is in just one single video. Another thing I didn't mention about Plague Knight's controls is that you can actually chuck your bombs in order to like steady yourself while in midair. Just want to kill you. There we go. And so like this, like I can easily slow myself down while I'm flying in the air by just chucking as many bombs as possible. And also, like, it gives me a tiny little bounce in the air, although that might come in handy in certain clutch moments while you're platforming. So we are at our second checkpoint, yes. 2 things. First, you should have 16 cipher coins by now, so we're good on that. And second, here's one example of some pretty tricky platforming. We're going to want to time a bomb burst and then kill that Beetle and then land on that platform. It sounds kind of simple, but if you're playing this for the first time and you're not used to Plague Knight's controls at all, it's going to be very, very tricky starting out. But don't worry, there's actually going to be an item that we can have access very soon that can make platforming much easier. Go through here again, and we'll have our other music sheet. And you've seen this blue thing right here, you're like, what's up with that? That is another thing that is exclusive to Plague of Shadows. These little cauldron, container, furnace, engine, I don't know what you call them, but basically Plague Knight can just squeeze himself in and shoot him upward, which for this level doesn't do much. I mean, in Shovel of Hope you go here regardless, because there's like a ladder up here, I think. But in later levels there will be places that are little hidden areas that are exclusive to Plague of Shadows, and you enter through those cauldron things. I really have no idea what they're called. I'm gonna have to look them up. Oh, whoa. So, let's see, I'm pretty sure it's 21. Yes, 21 by the third checkpoint. We're making good progress. It feels good to listen to this song again. Speaking of music, I do hope that you guys like the music selection that I picked out from the previous episode. I hope I don't get copyright strike. I made sure to credit every single composer as best as possible, which is kind of hard for a few instances, like the Brawlhalla composer. I had to like look there are multiple composers for the Brawlhalla music. I almost fell, and so I had to like look each one up, and then I found the specific one, the guy that made the specific remix for Shovel Knight stage. Here's another example of semi-tricky platforming for newcomers to the Plague Knight campaign, so do be careful of that. And all the music was actually like some of the music I hadn't heard before. Like I didn't know that there was a Brawlhalla remix for Shovel Knight. I actually didn't even know that he was in that Shovel Knight was in Brawlhalla until very recently. Move over, Avengers Infinity War. Brawlhalla is the most ambitious crossover. Doesn't it have also like Adventure Time characters? Like what's up with that? That's weird. Okay, we're right at the end. Man, we were making some pretty. Oh no. Whew. That's a good thing about an example of how important using the throwing your bombs in midair is, because you can get out of tricky messes with your platforming. So we're right at the end, and this episode is gonna be pretty short, but yeah, it's because it's the first level, not much different from Shovel of Hope's first level, so I hope you don't mind that. But before we continue, each level, each main level has 30 cipher coins, so if you've been paying attention, you know where all 30 are for the planes. Let's continue. Listen to me, Magicist. I know you're aiding him in his quest for the ultimate potion. Ultimate... what? I haven't seen him since he fled to join the Order of No Quarter. Ah, alchemical trickery. You can't fool me. I know he plans to use the potion to beguile you. Wait, me? What are you insinuating? Oh, someone's coming! Oh, it's the panicky pushover. Is winning the Magicist's heart worth betraying your allies? What? Oh, where in the world did you get that? And I know how you plan to gather ingredients. The only thing worse than a deranged alchemist is a traitor. Do what you will with the Order, but none threaten the Enchantress and live. Traitor! Okay, Kylo Ren. After finishing Shovel of Hope, we know why Black Knight is so attached to the Enchantress, but not the Order. But his boss fight is just as easy as before. He's got 12 HP, and the only downside is that you can't block any of his. Well, you can destroy his energy burst, but you can't bounce them back like it's Ocarina of Time, and you're playing tennis with Ganondorf. But he's dead. Nah, not really. And also, there are no dream sequences or campfires after each level. You just get taken straight to the to the world map. And with that all taken care of, that's going to be it for this episode. I know it's pretty short compared to the past few episodes, but I mean, hey, it's the first level. What do you expect? But that's going to be it for this episode. So next time on Shovel Knight Plague of Shadows, we're going to go to the village and see if, well, I mean, are they going to be... I'm not sure if they're going to be too welcoming to a Knight of the Order of No Quarter. See you guys then.